Yo, I'm gonna be reviewing a full day of eating by Genetic Anomaly.
Sounds like a safer Cialis.
Kind of. Cialis is safer, I think. I'm not sure. I don't really care.
Only pain, no gain. You look like that Galaxy Cat from like 2016.
They will laugh at me for it. Look.
That's like a Trent Twins intro.
Good morning, everyone. We're back with another full day of eating. So in this video, I'm gonna show you my 5 meals that I eat on a training day. And this is relatively close to what I eat on a bus.
It's actually insane when you realize how popular steroids are today. All kinds of drugs. Stuff that they used to only inject cows, which is also bad, of course. But now that humans do it, it's even way worse. It's not only popular, it's normalized. Kind of. It's becoming more and more normal.
Even though I'm on a maintenance right now, I'm trying to hold my physique. I'm still eating quite a lot. So just watch till the end. I'm gonna show you every meal, its macros and the ingredients. But for now, I'm gonna get straight into it. First meal is gonna be 2 scoops of huge whey isolate in the morning, and we're gonna have that with 100 grams of oats. And we're also gonna do some apples.
Yeah, whey isolate is literally a waste product. They didn't know what to do with the whey, so they made it into a powder to sell it to the slave bodybuilders. That's it, and you actually pay money for it. It's just amazing how you can even market a waste product, and these guys just have no idea what they are doing. And that's clear anyway. He's a junkie, obviously.
I'm gonna cut them up. I'm just gonna throw them all in the blender so I can just drink it. You know, this is my morning shake. And I also have some almonds, 20 grams. But I don't think I have almonds, so we might need to find an alternative. My main fruits that I eat is always like apples, bananas, blueberries, kiwi, or pineapple. Like those are my top 5 favorites. They're all kind of relatively the same, so we don't need to stress about what fruit we should be eating. However, pineapples are really good for digestion. Apples are really good as well. I mainly just eat them for the carbs and the taste. In this, there's apples at the top. Huge whey isolate, the cinnamon crunch flavor, my favorite right now, because I ran out of chocolate madness. I'm gonna order more. And we need some oats at the bottom, so we're gonna blend all this together.
Yeah, he uses the sugary fruits, which are of course also not natural today. They have been cultivated just to be able to swallow that. Oats, who wants to eat oats? They are disgusting, really unappetizing, and the whey protein powder also. I imagine, I've never tried it, but I've never heard anybody say that it tastes good.
And if you want, you can also throw in the almonds or almond butter, around 20 grams. You can blend that with them, but today I'm just gonna eat them on their own, raw.
Huge muscle. Yeah, his life is all about getting big. He is getting big, but the reason I put it in quotes is because, of course, it doesn't change your bones. You're not naturally big. You give off the illusion of being big. That's about it.
Every night I go in my room and I bring my shaker with me. So I never actually wash my shaker. What I do is I just rinse it with water. Because I'm eating the same meal as I ate yesterday. So it's the same meal. And there's like a 6-hour difference, so it's not gonna kill me, you know. So I just throw this in. No, I'm gonna wash it with water, but I don't actually I've been doing this for so long it doesn't do anything to me.
I watched it like a bit.
Oh man, this video is so bad. The funny thing is that I actually filmed a review of one of his What I Eat on a Day videos maybe about a year ago. I never posted it because of how uninteresting it was. I thought that I'll try it again. I will post this one because I'm not gonna film another video for no reason, but fuck, his videos are bad, really hard to watch.
Remember, I'm eating every 2 hours. Like, you're gonna get pissed off washing plates every 2 hours. So usually, even to try to save some time.
The funny thing is that he has those tubs there full of waste products. Oh my god, man. Yeah, it's just biological disposal machines. That's what we have today, just consuming all the dreck.
Time on cleaning, for example, I don't eat on different plates. I eat on the same plate. It's true, I swear. The only reason I'm switching off of pizza is because I'm eating fish and chicken. If you don't have almonds, just use like almond butter or pecan nuts. They're kind of the same, not really. I just need 20 grams of these. And first meal of the day is some almonds and a shake. Wow, almonds. Wow, oats. You see, this is how you get jacked. Oats and almonds.
No, you would not be able to gain any muscle at all if you would actually eat this. Oats with almonds is just seeds. You can't gain anything with seeds, nothing at all. It's just all drugs. What a joke of a channel, man. And this guy is getting kind of popular, actually. That's why I wanted to try to review him again. Because he is getting a lot of attention. He is influencing a lot of people. Just understand that if you watch him, it has nothing to do with his diet. It's all purely drugs. You cannot gain muscle with seeds. Not oats, not almonds, pecans, none of them.
And huge whey isolate as well, called Anomaly. You get jacked as fuck. I did some.
Yeah, just some money making on the side. Yeah, understandable.
As you guys know, being a bodybuilder, you cannot eat without a scale. The thing about cooking, it's very boring because I can't use like olive oil. And I know like there's such a big difference when you cook with the spray versus with olive oil, because this is going to be a lot of extra calories and it's going to make your meal taste
Extra calories? Olive oil is poisonous anyway. It's good that you don't use it. Not because of some made up calories. Calories are irrelevant. It's a stupid man-made measurement which doesn't even work. Just look up how they came up with calories. It's an absolute joke. And you can't actually absorb anything from toxic fruit oils anyway. He just doesn't get anything, and this is what he teaches his audience.
Really good. This is gonna remove all those extra calories and it's gonna make your meal taste a bit more dry and boring. So as a bodybuilder, you kind of always have to go with this one. You need to eat as much as you can while staying lean. So we need to gain a lot of size next bulk, but we also cannot get fat. So the only way to do that is we need to keep things as clean as possible and no extra bullshit. I have one cheat meal per week right now. I'm not really gonna do more. I don't need more. On the bulk, maybe we'll up it to like 2 cheat meals per week. Just one per week is enough for me to gain a lot of quality size, and I also don't get fat. There's some people that eat 1 cheat meal per day before they sleep. I think that's the limit. So eat like a burger every day, but I wouldn't do that. I've never really done that.
Yeah, he's just destroying all of the nutrients, the protein, and creating carcinogens. Just destroying the meat. That's it. And adding some toxic spices to it. And he also weighs the food as if that has anything to do with his physique. Oh my god.
Maybe in America I was eating every day, but I wouldn't even count that as me following the plan. Second meal of the day. I'm gonna have some apples with it, so it's a fuck ton of rice.
What I also find really funny about these videos is that they walk around without a t-shirt as if they want to show off their body, as if they look good. That's just you being delusional. It's just really delusional to believe that having 2 more like muscles, tons of water in the muscles, having a really stressed body with veins popping out of everywhere is somehow good, as if it's a good looking body, aesthetic, natural, beautiful, whatever. When it's none of that, oftentimes really the opposite of that, essentially, if there is such a thing. Yeah, he just doesn't see it because a lot of people don't today. That's why these kind of channels are getting popular, because it's really people suffering from a mass delusion. Just really obsessed with being big, when in reality they just want to be tall and have big bones and a wide body, because that's all that you're doing. You're just creating a wider looking body, an actual illusion of a wider body. That's it. Think about it. If this guy was actually bigger than he was before the roids, as in before he got this illusion of being big, then he would have never done it if the bones would have been the way he wanted. It's all about that, always.
Around 200 grams of rice cooked and around 200 grams of uncooked beef. And we're gonna have 200 grams of apples with that. And then we'll go to the gym after maybe 45 minutes. We'll have a pre-workout snack and then we'll get a fucking crazy workout in, come back home and we'll eat our third meal of the day. Third meal of the day, we're gonna have some chicken, but I don't feel like rice. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna alternate. So this is something that I usually do whenever I'm not really in the mood to eat shit. Cream of rice is the way to go. You can use any brand that you like.
And you also have the military haircut, the slave haircut with the sides shaved. The worst looking haircut there is, why people do it. And just brainwashing. And short hair in general just looks bad anyway. A tattoo on the neck and just a super drugged up body. And he just promotes it as if this is good.
But they're essentially all the same, you know. Some of them have flavors, some don't. I like the apple flavored cream of rice. It's the easiest to done for me. But we're gonna do around 100 grams raw. If you have like 100 grams of rice, it's always gonna be around 80 grams.
I just really want you to understand that you have severe body dysmorphia, actually a mental illness, if you look at him and believe that it's an aesthetic body in the sense that you should be looking like this as a man. It's completely unnatural. It's basically the opposite of a natural body, if there would be such a thing.
Needs to look like this, fully mixed in, no chunks. Now we're gonna microwave that for 2 minutes. We're gonna bring it out, add another 200.
Yeah, just microwaved, overcooked food. Just absolute garbage. Yeah, he's a, like I said, garbage disposal machine. Waste product disposal machine. Just taking in everything that the government, the big companies, big pharma give him. Yeah, that's it. That's what he is. An experiment, basically. What you can get away with until your 30s or something. Until you really feel what it's actually doing to you. And in your 40s, 50s, you may kick the bucket. That's what oftentimes happens. And it has happened a lot. People just don't learn from it. They don't even really seem to care because it's all about destroying yourself. That's what body destruction is about. I know that you know it as bodybuilding, but what are you building? What are you building in bodybuilding? A larger heart to die quicker.
2 liters of water, mix again, microwave it again, and then just keep microwaving it until you get a good consistency, like 1 minute each time, for example, and it's gonna cook with every microwave, and you're just gonna get either the smoothest or the chunkiest cream of rice. So I'm editing right now, and this is my third meal. I was supposed to eat this kind of after the gym, but
yeah, nice. Eat some green flowers. Super poisonous, awesome, but of course, that's what a good slave does, just eats whatever he doesn't want to eat. And some carcinogen meat, I guess.
I had to move that meal here because we didn't have time to go to the gym, you know. So the pre-workout meal was supposed to be my second meal, but it's kind of the same, you know, it's fine. So we're just gonna eat again and we'll go on later. But I do love having like a staple pre-workout meal. Sometimes I'm not gonna be able to constantly eat that as a pre-workout, especially if I'm rushed during the day. So I just kind of move the meals around, but as long as you're getting the same amount of calories that you're supposed to be getting, it doesn't matter in which order you eat them. Just make sure you actually stay on the plan. Okay, next meal, we're gonna have a snack. Now,
How do bodybuilders still don't understand that calories cannot even be measured? It's impossible. You have no idea how many calories you're getting, seeing as calories don't exist. There's no such thing in the first place. How can you measure something that doesn't exist? I understand exactly how they came up with calories, but my point is that even if you want to believe in calories, the numbers, then you would still have no idea if you ate 1,000 or 2,000. That's how dumb the whole thing is.
Okay, we're gonna go destroy my legs, and then I'll go back home and eat my fourth meal, post-workout meal.
And again, completely being delusional, he sits there, tortures himself, experiences extreme stress. He does something that he hates doing, but he shows it to the audience as if he's doing something majestic. The music, he's some kind of warrior doing something great in his life. No, you're sitting on a torture machine created for the slaves to ruin their health, their whole life, to reduce your lifespan. That's what you're doing. The more you work out, the more stress you have, the more years of your life. That's all that you're doing. But again, because it's all about destroying your body, it's a self-destructive thing that these people are doing. Of course, to them it doesn't matter. Even if they would realize what they are doing, they would probably push it. Because this all stems from insecurity and a sort of self-hate. Therefore, even if they would be conscious of what's going on, they would probably make videos pushing this. Yeah, just look at the face expression. Yeah, it's just over. Completely hates it more than anything in his life. Probably never made such face expressions when doing anything else that he didn't like. That's how much people hate going to the gym. Everybody in there just hates it incredibly much. And it's all because you need attention from other people to get some validation. All because of insecurities. All because you want to be bigger, bigger, and bigger. Just bigger until you have a heart attack. That's it.
We're finally home. I'm gonna eat my 4th meal of the day while watching anime. So I'm checking out Chains.
Yeah, anime, they usually have some kind of steroid figures in there. Dragon Ball and whatnot.
So man, if you guys don't know what this is, it's like a...
You can also hear in between when he isn't talking how he's breathing really heavily.
demon show, like they turn into demons and they kill people. But with that I'm gonna eat this. So I have potatoes, white fish, this is perch, and I have...
Yeah, but again, none of that is even recognizable anymore because it's been cooked to death. You just can't even tell that it's meat. That says everything. It's just unnatural to a point where you can't even recognize the food.
some apples there. So this is around 300 grams of potatoes.
Yeah, it could also be tofu or something. I would have no idea. Because it doesn't look like meat anymore.
Potatoes, 200 grams of white fish.
Oh, it is actually potatoes. So it's potatoes and white fish. Yeah. Could have been all potatoes or all fish. You just can't even tell.
And 200 grams of fruit. I'm gonna get this done and we'll eat my last meal, which is gonna be a shake. So it's kind of my favorite meal. And as I told you guys, it has my favorite thing on it. You know, if I could, I would eat it non-stop. I'll reveal it when it's...
He also seems to have a lot of inflammation here, I think. He also seems to go into the sun a lot, but it doesn't really look like a sunburn to me. Could be an indicator of some organ damage. Well, that's obvious anyway. Really, you don't need any skin indicators of that.
Time, we're gonna get this done first, and then we'll eat my last meal. Right now it's around 10-20 p.m. because I arrived a bit late, as always, but I'm gonna eat my last...
Yeah, it's just the whole day. Eating, going to the gym, using drugs, getting bigger. And it just never ends, because there is no end to it. Because it's an addiction, it's body dysmorphia. It's a mental illness by definition.
Last meal at around maybe midnight, maybe 1 a.m.
Also, what does his channel even mean, genetic anomaly? Is it a joke? Does he believe that it has something to do with what he inherited or what?
I know it's very late, like you shouldn't sleep that late, never. I try to always sleep before midnight, but I'm usually very busy right now, especially like I'm trying to keep up with all the editing and stuff, so I never really stop working, and I'm also always filming almost. And I get some time for myself, you know, so I'm gonna use this like 20 minutes of food to just enjoy myself and watch some anime at least, try to calm the fuck down. But then...
Enjoy myself, yeah. When he just lays back, eats and watches anime, then he's enjoying himself. It's not really real joy, but compared to going to the gym and torturing yourself, it seems like it's actually enjoyable.
We'll will eat my last meal and head to bed. It's 1 a.m. The last meal of the day, or the next.
Why would you stay up so late? Just to eat, or it's just the normal routine?
Day. My usual oat shake. So get your blenders. Oh fuck, put too much. So we're gonna change it up. Instead of Greek yogurt, I need some good whey, good flavored whey.
Isn't it already with whey? No, usually? Are you doubling the whey?
That's one scoop of whey and like 200 grams Greek yogurt, so I need around 2 scoops of whey.
Can you use almond milk instead of water?
You can also use like actual milk. I'm trying to stay lean, that's why I stick with water.
But what about almond milk?
Almond milk has a lot of synthetic toxic ingredients. Never use that garbage.
It's the same as water, taste-wise.
No.
Kind of. Oh no, it's a good idea. Maybe we should get almond milk. And with this shake, we're also gonna have my most favorite thing right now, which I'm addicted to. Dark chocolate. And this helps you get good sleep as well.
Why?
I don't know, I just did it.
Amazing.
Chocolate has caffeine. Why would it let you sleep? Well, you're gonna sleep a lot because you're exhausted and you were stressed the whole day, but not because of the chocolate. It would do the opposite usually.
Oh yeah, that's all I have. Like 10 grams of chocolate.
How do you feel when people say that you look better off gear?
Wait till I'm on gear and lean. Because this buck I'm gonna be less watery as well. I'm gonna look stupid and full. Now imagine this. I'm full as fuck, lean as fuck.
The stupid part is always acquired. No matter the state. You know? I joke. We're both very tired. Film me. I'm literally like after a gig and I'm really tired because it's been a 3-hour gig.
You're very cute.
Show me. No, I look really ugly. You can edit me as Megamind and they will laugh at me for it. Look.
You're gonna eat this and head to bed. No, by the way, comment chocolate if you made it this.
But you can also notice throughout the whole video, from the morning until the night, he just has zero energy, zero life force. The whole video is just like this. Yeah, I'm gonna eat the chocolate and then I will sleep. Well, he always seems sleepy throughout the whole video. There's just zero excitement for anything. Yeah, drugged up. He's a junkie. That's what drugs do to you. They take your life away. He has no life. His life has been destroyed because he was brainwashed to use them, because he was insecure, needed attention, and he will probably not stop until it's too late.
Bye-bye.
Overall, a really horrible video. I don't know how I got through it. I will be posting this one. I don't think that it was that much better than the one that I reviewed a year ago. It was actually pretty similar. Nothing has changed. It's also that he has no energy the whole time. It's just so hard to watch him. Just zero passion about anything he's doing. As I said, just no life force. It's been taken away. No joy. He said that he enjoys watching the anime, but as I said, it's just because of the contrast. You go to the gym, you hate it so much, then you go back home, and in comparison, watching the anime is joyful. It's not really. I can understand finding it entertaining and whatnot. I have watched some animes myself, only like 2 or 3 in my whole life. But the Death Note was pretty good. Yeah, I get that. I just wouldn't say that I necessarily felt joy when I watched it. It's just kind of what you do sometimes when living in captivity. It's not as if it actually brings natural joy. If I could choose, I would for sure do a lot of other stuff. Yeah, that's also a problem. Living in captivity, not being able to do what you want to do, that's a big problem, but that's not his main problem there. His main problem is that, as I said, he needs this validation, attention from people. His whole life revolves around people looking at him on social media, in real life, at the gym. And it's all about just eating, using drugs, stressing yourself, and just getting bigger muscles and just bigger, bigger, bigger until the heart cannot take it anymore, because realistically he is obese. That's what it looks like. I think that if you would calculate his BMI, he would actually be obese, because remember that for your body, for your heart especially, it doesn't matter if you have too much fat or too much fake muscle from drugs. It's gonna have the same effect on the heart. And I would argue that having such big, unnatural, fake drug muscles is gonna be even worse for your heart, because typically people who are obese because of fat still live relatively long lives. But bodybuilders, also because of other reasons, of course, do die a lot quicker. It's actually very dangerous to have so much fake drug muscle. But this is what's getting more and more popular today, because people are malnourished, underdeveloped, and because they don't feel big enough, whether it's height or the wideness, the width, they will use drugs to try to compensate, to try to cope, which is never going to work. And then eventually they will realize what they did to themselves, usually when it's too late. Greg Doucette, at least nowadays, kind of talks against using steroids. Some of them kind of do, but we don't actually have people really speaking out. Not the popular people. We have the same problem with veganism. Typically when people quit, and most of the big vegan YouTubers have quit already, they don't actually make a video saying, I quit because I was unhealthy, I had digestive issues, eczema, I felt depressed and whatnot, whatever they report. Typically they just kind of disappear or ignore their past. They just move on with their channel and do something else. That's the general problem that we have nowadays with a lot of people. No matter what they do, they usually don't seem to learn from it, or even if they do, they never speak out about it. Thanks for watching.